Lamine Yamal is the best player in the world right now. I know he's only 17, and I know this is only the beginning, and I know there's Kylian and Haaland and whoever you want.
Lamine Yamal has become the talk of the football world. At just 16, he's already made a name for himself, leaving everyone in awe. How often do you see someone this young making headlines in a major international tournament like Euro 2024? Lamine Yamal has become a name that football enthusiasts can't stop talking about. Born on July 13, 2007 in Mataró, Spain, he's already making significant waves in the football world, and it's not just the talent that's catching everyone's attention, it's his age too. How often do you hear about a 15-year-old making his debut in one of the biggest clubs in Europe, let alone playing in a major tournament like Euro 2024? But that's exactly what Lamine Yamal has done, proving that age is just a number when there is extraordinary talent involved. Yamal's journey begins in Mataró, a town near Barcelona, where he was raised with a rich blend of cultures. His father is Moroccan, and his mother comes from Equatorial Guinea. This multicultural background has played a significant role in shaping who he is, both as a person and as a player. From a young age, it was obvious to those around him that he was special. Yamal didn't just have a love for football, he had a gift for it. So it wasn't long before he caught the eye of Barcelona, one of the most prestigious football clubs in the world. Guess what? By the age of 7, Yamal was already training at Barcelona's famous La Masia academy. For those who may not be familiar, La Masia isn't just any football academy, it's where some of the greatest footballers in history have trained, like Lionel Messi, Xavi Hernandez and Andres Iniesta. So to be part of that environment is already a huge achievement. But Yamal didn't just train there, he thrived. As he grew older, it became clear that Yamal wasn't just another promising young player. By the time he reached his mid-teens, he was standing out in ways few could have imagined. His speed, ball control and football IQ were so advanced that coaches and teammates alike were in awe. It wasn't long before whispers started circulating. Was this young talent the next Messi? Fast forward to 2023, and Yamal made his debut for Barcelona's first team at just 15 years and 9 months old, making him one of the youngest players ever to play for the club. That alone is a massive achievement, but Yamal wasn't done yet. Just a year later, he found himself on an even bigger stage, Euro 2024, playing for the Spanish national team. Now think about this, the pressure on a 16-year-old playing in a major international tournament must be enormous, right? But Yamal seemed completely unfazed. In Spain's match against Italy, he stepped onto the pitch, and from his very first touch, the crowd could sense something special. His ability to glide past defenders, his quick feet, and his overall composure were nothing short of remarkable. The Italian defenders struggled to contain him, and his contributions during that match, including a perfectly timed assist, made it clear that he wasn't just a young player with potential. He was already making a real impact. In that game, Yamal's performance was more than just flashy footwork. He demonstrated an understanding of the game that many older, more experienced players lack. Whether it was finding space between defenders, setting up his teammates, or holding the ball at the right moment, Yamal played with the calmness of a seasoned pro. He was showing that he had the ability to not just play at this level, but to dictate the flow of the game. As the tournament progressed, so did the praise for Yamal. In the quarterfinals against France, known for their tough defense, many wondered if Yamal could maintain his high level of performance, and he did live up to all the expectations. Again, his ability to read the game, find space and make things happen was on full display. He wasn't just a player who could dribble past opponents, he was making smart decisions that contributed to the team's success. What makes Yamal's rise even more fascinating is the way he plays. He's primarily a winger, but here's the twist, he's incredibly versatile, whether on the left or right wing. He's equally dangerous. His ability to use both feet means defenders can never predict whether he'll cut inside or drive down the wing. Imagine being a defender trying to anticipate his next move. It's almost impossible. And it's not just his dribbling that makes him stand out. His passing is equally impressive. He has a knack for threading the ball through tight spaces, setting up his teammates for goal-scoring opportunities. Now, while some might think that all this attention could go to a young player's head, that doesn't seem to be the case with Yamal. Those who know him well often talk about his humility and strong work ethic. Xavi Hernandez, who currently coaches Barcelona, has been a huge influence on Yamal's development. Xavi, being a La Masia graduate himself, understands the pressure that comes with being a young talent at Barcelona. He's helped Yamal develop not only his technical skills but also his understanding of the game from a tactical standpoint. But what about the doubters? Some critics have suggested that Yamal's rise to fame is more about media hype than actual talent. It's been said that Barcelona and Spain are simply looking for their next superstar after the likes of Messi and Xavi. But for those who have watched Yamal play, it's clear that his performances speak for themselves. Game after game, Yamal proves that his success isn't just a product of the media spotlight. It's a result of his hard work, talent, and intelligence on the pitch. There has also been talk about his young age. Is he too young to handle the pressure of professional football at such a high level? While it's true that being a teenage sensation comes with its fair share of scrutiny, Yamal has shown that he can thrive in these high-pressure situations. Look no further than his performances in Euro 2024. In critical moments, he stepped up, contributing key assists and creating chances that helped Spain advance through the tournament. At just 17, he's already showing the kind of mental strength that's required to succeed at the top level of the sport. And here is something interesting about Yamal's background. While he was born in Spain, his parents' heritage meant he had the option to represent either Morocco or Equatorial Guinea at the international level. For a time, there was speculation about which country he would choose. In the end, he opted to play for Spain, much to the delight of Spanish fans who see him as a key figure in the future of the national team. And considering his performances at Euro 2024, it's clear that Spain made a great decision in bringing him into their squad. Yamal's story is even more impressive when you think about how quickly he's risen to prominence. From being a young kid playing football in Mataró to training at La Masia to playing for one of the biggest clubs in the world, and now representing his country on one of the biggest stages in football. The young star has experienced a hectic few years. Yet through it all, Yamal has remained focused, determined and committed to becoming the best player he can be. Looking ahead, it's safe to say that Yamal's future is incredibly bright. At Barcelona, many see him as the player who could lead the club into a new era. With Lionel Messi now playing elsewhere, the search for Barcelona's next talisman has intensified. And guess who's being considered for the role? Yamal. His skill set, footballing IQ, and maturity on the pitch make him a strong candidate to take on that position. But of course, there is still work to be done. Physically, Yamal will need to continue developing to compete against some of the more physical imposing defenders in European football. And he's certainly in good hands with Barcelona's coaching staff. There is no doubt that he has the potential to reach the very top. It's also worth noting that Yamal's versatility on the field means he could play in a variety of roles as his career progresses. While he's primarily been used as a winger, his vision and passing ability could see him develop into a playmaker in the future. Just imagine him pulling the strings in midfield, controlling the tempo of the game and setting up his teammates with pinpoint passes. And what about the future on the international stage? Based on his performances at Euro 2024, it's clear that Yamal is ready to be a key player for Spain for years to come. This young talent is showing all the signs to be amongst the greats. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more updates.